Mind shift, mind shift, mind shift. Talking about the mind shift, it happens when you finally decide that you just deserve better, you deserve differently, you deserve the very best. And it comes through you continuously talking to yourself. You really do have to talk to yourself. You have to have that inner conversation, that dialogue with yourself. Like prior to my current marriage, I didn't think, very highly of myself. When growing up as a child in the 70s and the 80s and a young adult in the 90s, and you're bombarded with all of these images of what beauty looks like, and then you're surrounded with friends and loved ones that have a certain standard of beauty expressed, and you may feel like you don't meet that standard regardless. Even if you look in a mirror, you're like, oh yes, I'm beautiful. And then you're constantly bombarded with the subliminal messaging, and sometimes directly in your face telling you, oh no, you're not that pretty. You're not pretty enough. You have these certain flaws, you have these certain imperfections. And it's about coming to a point in your life where you're like, everyone has flaws, everyone has quote unquote imperfections. No one is ever going to see themselves as, at least that's what you tell yourself. At least that's what you think at first. Then eventually you get to a place that there are no mistakes in life. God makes no mistakes. That's what you mean. God makes no mistakes. And you have to start pouring into yourself, building yourself up, and saying, the only one someone's going to love me is because I love me. Like, that's the only way that's going to happen. I have to see that, yes, I'm a beautiful person inside and on the outside. A lot of times we make loving ourselves a very superficial thing, and we have to get beyond the superficial. We have to get beyond the physical and start to tap into who we are emotionally, who we are spiritually, who we are mentally, right? Like tap into that, the very essence of ourselves. And once you can tap into that essence of you, and that's really deciding that regardless of your outside presence, your physical representation, that there's more to you than meets the eye. And building upon that, continuously telling yourself that you're enough and get out of the state of competition and comparison. I think that's the biggest issue, right? The competition, the comparison, the constantly hearing what other outside noises saying, what other people are saying, and crowding all of those things out, right? Crowding out the negativity and just truly deciding, you know what? There's a lid to every pot. Every pot has a lid, right? And you just gotta know that that right person is going to come. I mean, it's almost hard to explain trying to tell someone how to have confidence in themselves, how to believe in themselves, how to trust in themselves, how to love on themselves. Expressing that to someone, because there's not like a one size fits all. There isn't like, do these simple 5 steps and I guarantee you're going to love yourself. No, you are going to have to like get to know you. You're going to have to like look yourself in the mirror. You're going to have those late night talks, those early morning talks, those midday talks with yourself. And that's what has to happen, because no, not one size fits all. And we're unique individuals, and we have unique expressions, and it's infinite ways to express love for yourself and belief in yourself. And it's really about spending time with you, like liking you, trusting you, you know, giving gratitude and appreciation. Those things are key. How do you give yourself gratitude and appreciation? A lot of times it will be, because you decided to get up in the morning and, put an outfit on, even though you're not going anywhere, to dress yourself nicely, even though you're just going to be walking around the house, or how you're going to carry yourself outside or amongst other people, right? Sometimes that will be it. But it's more, again, less about the outer and more about what's going on inwardly. Let's start just reminding ourselves of how awesome and amazing and loving and dynamic and whatever your gift is, whether you're a great communicator, whether you have you're a great musician or sculptor or painter, or you're good with logistics or technology, or you're a teacher, whatever that is, lean into it. Know that you are the best at it, and stop listening to others for validation. It's really about you validating yourself, you loving yourself, you standing in the mirror, looking at you, talking to you, being your own best friend. That's really what it comes down to. I guess I kind of gave the answer about how to do it, but there is no, do the steps can come in any order. Just have a conversation with self. Yeah, I like that. A conversation with self.